At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Girl, if I told you I love you, that doesn't mean that I don't care. And when I tell you I need you, don't you think that I'll never be there? Baby, I'm so tender. Oh. Cupid doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. True love, oh, no. True love doesn't lie.
Wow.
His voice never grew up.
No. But his waistline did.
Ooh, his pants size went up on a Tuesday. And a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, nigga.
Welcome to another episode of Jaden XD. I am XD. Yum. And we're back in the house once again to bring you another episode of the fly shit that we do every week.
You and this
twice a week. I'm working on.
Man, I can't do nothing but laugh.
I know. I'm trying to be prepared. Be prepared.
What's up with Lion King lately?
I don't know.
Although I was mad at myself because when we were doing the Migos ad-libs from Lion King, I was like, we didn't do the most obvious ad-lib. Mufasa! I'm like, how did we forget that?
Oh, shit. Damn.
Mufasa.
Right. Mufasa.
Whoopee! Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Just like a great dramatic shout.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. We got big guns like Marvin.
Earl. Wait. Why was I about to call this nigga Earl Juice Jones? Wait, that is not his name.
That's definitely not his name.
I'm so tired.
I'm surprised they don't have the song called James Earl Jones, though.
They have Forrest Whitaker.
I know. Which is the jam.
They have big guns like Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones. James
Have
Earl
you
Jones.
Have you actually looked at them?
Yeah, I have.
They are a skinny bunch.
They're thin. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Quavo Huncho.
Yeah, he is quite the petite inward.
He is he's so pocket sized and cute.
Yeah.
With these he wears these teddy bears on his shoulders.
Yeah, he wears so many layers of clothing. They all do, and I think it's because they're all so skinny. I think Takeoff used to be fat.
Did he? He
looks like
I can
it.
see it.
Yeah.
But you know how some skinny people have fat people faces?
Yes.
And then when you look at their bodies, you're like, huh, you're skinny, but you should be fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were fat and then they lost a bunch of weight and they just never got rid of their fat face.
See, I'm not slim like Slim, so I don't actually have a deceitful face that says catfish. Like my giant head matches my body.
But you're not like fat. That kind of.
You know, I'm a woman of a particular size.
Girl, you just thick. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Oh, well, we'll get to that later. But how was your week?
Well, it was.
Go ahead.
The live show was so good.
I had a wang dang doodle.
We had a good. I was so nervous when we initially.
Yeah.
You guys made us feel so comfortable. You made me feel so comfortable. XD made me feel comfortable. Our friends being there.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun time.
Yeah.
It was like legit like a party.
Yeah,
like
it was.
With some commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Because the last half hour was nothing but jam.
Nothing but jams. Nothing but. So we had an amazing time. Thank you to Drum.
Yes. Shout out to Drum.
So, fun fact. We were Drum's very first podcast show.
Yeah.
They've only ever done music shows. So the owners came to see it and all the staff. And
Shout
I've been
out to
Drum. Mehmet. Julia. So they all came out. And after the show was over, because we talked about white people significantly.
Yeah, extensively.
As we always do.
Can't, gotta keep it real.
Can't help it.
Yep.
No way around it.
Nope.
So after the show was over, mind you, they're all
Central or Eastern European descent?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
There you go.
So they have very thick accents. After the show was over, they came up, they goes, it was so good. They were like, when the staff stops and they laugh and they pay attention, that means you have a good show. It doesn't happen often. And I've been to multiple shows at Drum.
Yeah, and they don't pay nobody mind.
Not a single bit. So the owners, the staff, everybody enjoyed themselves and they made sure to let us know. And that was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, outside of all the people that came back, I was just like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And when while we were like coming downstairs, Ethan staff was like, such a good show.
Yeah, the staff in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
So it was a great time. And then we had to tell, we were like, so glad we didn't offend you all. And they're like, no, when you talk about white people, you don't talk about us. You talk about Americans. Yeah. So yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
American white people are different white people.
They are.
Like all the other white people of the world are like the not all white people.
Yeah.
American white people are like those people.
Yeah. What else did you do this week?
I just tortured myself.
Okay.
Every morning.
Okay.
By getting up and going to work.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what it's become.
Wow.
I just want to do my own thing. Like, this ain't for me.
That's real AF.
Like, I know nobody wants to go to work, but I do want to go to work. I just want to go to my work.
I'm sorry that I'm laughing.
What?
It's because I always think somebody said we should have an episode called Niggas Love, or what niggas love to do. And I was like, niggas love being their own boss. Like, niggas love an entrepreneurial spirit.
That's good. That show is coming soon.
Yeah.
But I am one of those niggas. Yeah. I carry a lot of
me too.
Familiar nigga traits. Yeah. They live in me deep.
Yeah.
And one of those, I know what I want to do, and I'm ready to focus on that at this point. And so I have a solid plan. I'm ready to fully focus on that. And so me going somewhere that I know I don't want to be long term is low-key torturous, because it's just like, you really want to be doing your own thing and taking your time and investing it into what you really, truly love. So
yeah. No, I totally get it.
But this is not getting grown, so I'm not going to give that to you all. You can catch that on Tuesdays. But here, you get to see the full exposure of all my nigga.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Oh, it was hella busy. On my end, because if you didn't notice, or if you don't, or you'll know now, that Jaden XD has a new website.
Yes, we do.
JadenXD.com. And we also have a merchandise store.
We sure do.
Right. So if you go to jadenxd.com and you click on the link shop, or you can go to jadenxd.merchdirect.com directly, but just go to our website. And fuck,
What
sorry.
was that?
It's my phone. Whatever. If you go to our website directly, it'll just be easier for you. And we have all new sweatshirts and hoodies and tanks
with some of your favorite phrases. You have your regular Jaden XD,
which are super dope. Shout out to our designer Mark.
Yes.
Mark did everything. You can find him on Twitter at I think Mark. And they're really cool, and they're not traditional looking things.
No, they're
super
not.
fashion forward.
Yeah, like you can wear the Jaden XD and just be like,
yeah, that's fashion.
it's a store in Soho or something.
Yeah.
There's so many stores in Soho. Who knows if it's a lie?
Right.
Niggas lie. I got it from niggaslie.com.
Oh, fuck. We got to buy that domain just in case it's not there.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, shit.
Okay,
I won't do it after this. But yeah, I launched...
Because niggas also steal.
Yes.
Niggassteal.com.
We'll be purchasing that on GoDaddy. I launched a store. I had a really fun time at the live show. And then the next day, I have a story.
Let's talk.
So I as you know, it's almost been a month. This week, well, by the time Friday comes, by the time you're listening to this, it'll be a whole month since I've become a vegetarian. Wow. / pescatarian, but mainly vegetarian. Mm-hmm. And so I haven't had alcohol in this particular time frame.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Right. So Saturday during the show, I had a couple of cocktails. I had 2 on stage because it was that kind of party. Mm-hmm. And, it's just, girl is free, shit, whatever.
Right.
And then afterwards, I had a couple more cocktails. Ooh. The next day, went to brunch. For whatever reason, I was okay after Saturday night show. You end up having liquor shits, but you get over that.
You better talk about the real.
Yeah. But I realized that I had a fairly carby meal after the show. I had like a whole pizza to myself.
Oh.
Right. Because when you're drunk and, when you're inebriated, you tend to just eat for shit that you really shouldn't, but you do.
Yes.
So I survived Saturday night. Sunday, however, I went to brunch with my homegirl and Brandon and my other friend James. And we went to this spot in Park Slope where the bartender, who I know from DC, used to get me super fucked up. There was no difference here. So I assume when people listen to this show, they're drinking something. So take whatever you're drinking out of a mug or a bottle. So give me that. So imagine this is your champagne flute. Because I ordered a mimosa with vodka. Because, give it a little extra oomph. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's going to be a shot in there. Mm-hmm. No. So take your glass or cup or bottle and take your thumb and put it 75% up of the bottle. That was vodka.
You had vodka with a champagne floater and a splash of orange juice.
That's exactly what I had.
Let me tell you something.
It wasn't. I'm not done.
Oh.
I said, oh, brother, you got to give me some more orange juice than that. So I survived that. And then I said, let me go a little light. So let me have some champagne and Saint Germain. It was more Saint Germain and a splash of champagne.
Okay, so can I just pause your story?
Yeah.
Because this stresses me out.
About my drinking choices?
No. I mean, Crystal loves vodka. I'm not a vodka fan. That's y'all's thing. I don't.
It's been recent that I drink vodka now, but whatever.
Like every once in a while, when it's really hot outside, I'll have a vodka soda. If they have orange vodka, like a Stoli or something, I'll do that with the orange slice and some club. But that is super rare. Yeah. So anyway, as a bartender and as a cocktail curator, I thoroughly enjoy getting people tossed.
Yeah.
It's fun as long as you know how to handle yourself.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I got Issa Rae drunk at our friend's wedding.
Yeah.
So anyway, your drinks, you said what?
Oh, I was going to share how I got Karrueche and Christina Milian high. But we'll talk about that one day.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get sued.
Right. So it is also important as a person who makes cocktails to know that the taste is just as key as the amount of alcohol. Yeah, you want to be the fun bartender who gives people more liquor than, your standard 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces or whatever or if you work at one of those really stringent places where you have to measure. It's fun to be the bartender who they'll hook you up. However, you also want to be known for making good drinks. Saint Germain is very syrupy and sugary.
Yeah.
So anybody who knows how to make a drink knows that when you mix it with a particular thing, you cannot allow that Saint Germain to overpower. You have to let it complement. So the fact that he poured 3/4 of a glass of Saint Germain.
Well, that wasn't that much. It was like half, but still it was a lot. It was a lot. It was really sweet. But the point is, I got home at 2:30. Mm-hmm. And because I feel like that's when you had texted me and telling me to come over because you were cooking or having a barbecue. Mm-hmm. I woke up at 12:30 the next day.
Yeah, you were ready. You were done.
I was thrashed.
I was, after the live show, because I was drunk on stage.
You were. Because I wish. So we tried recording on the live show, and the file is corrupted. So I'm sorry, you guys don't get to hear it.
We'll use that theme and do a special episode.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
When we were doing "It's the Parkers," you kept doing Lil Kim laugh just randomly. And I was like, oh, my friend is wasted.
I was drunk. Yeah. It was a good time. But then afterwards, because I had 4 margaritas there. Mm-hmm. And then, because I had to toss back that first one.
We getting old because there was a time where 4 margaritas was lightweight.
When my cousin was getting ready to go to jail and we went out.
St. Blacktrick's Day, huh?
Yeah, we did not go to the Red Lobster.
Okay.
But we did. My cousin was getting ready to do a bid, and so we went out. And, we were like, well, we gonna live it up tonight. So niggas took 10 shots of Patron.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And then I had 3 Long Islands. This was
Patron.
A long time
I'm going to say
ago.
Patron. I can see the Long Island. Yikes.
Long time ago. 3 Long Islands and 10 shots of Patron. By the end of the night, and yes, I drove drunk that night. I absolutely should not have. And I do not. I was also 20. The night, at the end of the night, we were trying to go to an after-hour spot. And so we were going to the after-hour spot, and I had to pee really bad. And I stopped and... What are you doing?
I'm not trying to breathe into the microphone.
Oh, I stopped and peed in somebody's yard. I got on my jeans.
Classy.
And I was like, all right, let's go. And my cousin was like, no, we got to go home now. You peed on your jeans. And I was like, it'll dry. So that is the night, yes. So, I can't drink like that anymore. But the night of the live show, I had 4 margaritas there. And then we left and we went to this bar in Brooklyn called Ode to Babel. I want to shout it out because it's Black owned.
Yes,
and
it is.
I love the bartender there.
They're great.
And the music is always good. Like, it's just a fun time, and it's a comfortable space.
Yeah.
Like, it feels great in there. Like I just love the decor. It's comfortable. It's homey. So it's very reminiscent of my own style of like how I will do my home, like as we're working on it now. But I really like Ode to Babel. So anyway, we went to Ode to Babel and I had another drink, and then I knew because after that weekend, a couple weekends ago, I was like, never again. So I stopped myself after that drink, drank mad water. I was drunk. We went to go get jerk chicken, and then 5 of us got in our truck and we came home and watched TV and hung out and talked and all of that or whatever, and then everybody passed out.
Yeah.
It was like a sleepover.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened at Brandon's house. Like, it was me, Brandon, Tatiana, Janine.
Aww.
Yeah. And we passed out.
Done.
Just done.
In order to keep myself from vomiting, I went to sleep with my husband.
Well, again, you can listen to us anywhere and everywhere, except for SoundCloud. And please visit our website, jadenxd.com, for all new episodes and all old episodes. We're still uploading the old episodes to the site, but
and adding to.
Yeah, and you can just, if you want to listen to old episodes, if you're on iTunes or Google Play, just click feed, and you can scroll all the way back to 2015 when you can listen to old episodes of Two Guys and a Girl and Jade and XD.
That's Jade and spelled out XD.
Yeah. Also, we do have more live shows coming up.
Yep.
2 more, definitely. Shout out to the Mid-Atlantic region and...
Yes.
And we heading south soon.
Heading south.
Yeah.
So y'all niggas better come out.
Yeah. We'll announce them way ahead in advance so you can get your tickets, okay? Let's start the show. This week's Artist of the Week is...
K-Dot.
Kendrick Lamar of Bompton.
I got realness, I just kill shit cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA.
I had to say it like a black girl from LA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bompton.
Yeah, Bompton. He released a new album called Damn.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
XD is not a Kendrick fan. I am a big Kendrick fan.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed the album. I thought that his samples were great, the sound was great, and then obviously his lyrics are.
I did listen to a couple of songs. I think I listened to. Is DNA one of the first songs on there? Is that the one after Blood or whatever?
Yes, yeah, DNA's early on the album.
Okay, so I listened to that, and then of course I listened to the one with my Bayesian queen.
Of course.
Rena.
I think my favorite song on the album is probably Element.
Oh, I
know.
Yeah, but no, it is doing really well. Hip hop community really was waiting for this. Mm-hmm. I've heard Humble, so yeah, I've heard that one. But yeah, I'm always a fan of people who are doing their own thing artistically, even if it doesn't speak to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Well, as a Kendrick fan, I'm definitely not disappointed with the album whatsoever. I enjoy it from front to back. I will say, in the opening track, he's doing this monologue, and I did laugh because this accent that he does is really funny. It's like, I know it's not intended to be an accent, but it's like, it's very nigga piece theater. It's like, wait, hold on, let me just play 20 seconds of it so you could.
And I seen a woman, a blind woman, pacing up and down the sidewalk.
And I see a woman, a blind woman. I was like, this is very nigga piece theater. He should definitely read a hood book. So, what are you doing?
I'm listening to you.
So anyway, yes, no, I thoroughly enjoyed Damn. It was already one of my favorite albums of 2017. One of my favorite albums of 2016. Like, it's such a good album. It's such a good album. It's not a disappointment at all.
Awesome. Support Black music. Support Black art. So Love is Dead.
Oh, I know. So,
yeah. Mellow the God and Sleepy Eyes.
Big Baby Mellow.
And, it's your girl Lala.
AKA old girl from Power.
So first of all, have you ever noticed how when a black girl gets on TV, they always introduce themselves as "It's your girl"?
I'm sure I have at least one point.
You have. Anytime a black girl gets on TV, radio,
it's your girl Jay.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime she introduces herself, she said, "It's your girl Lala." She's been doing it for the last 20 years.
She is a very
since 2000. Whenever she got on MTV, so it was like 99, 2000.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
that makes me sad.
That's been almost 20 years. That's crazy.
They've been together a long time.
They've been married for now 7 years.
Oh, 7 years? Really?
Yeah. Maybe.
How long have they been together?
I don't know. Either way, they've officially separated now. There are reports that Carmelo Anthony was having an extramarital affair with a woman who is now pregnant by him.
Yes.
Now, the initial reports were that the woman was a stripper or a dancer of some sort, but it turns out the woman is a social worker.
Right.
Either way, doesn't mean that she can't get the hands from Lala.
Or Lala's cousin.
Yeah, the lesbian. The bulldog.
Always funny.
We're not being anti-lesbian.
No,
it's just that is just
that
a funny
phrase
term.
It's just funny and it's awful, actually.
It is. Because I really don't even know what it means exactly, but that shit is funny.
It's just one of those laughing at.
But she definitely has a stud ass cousin who will whoop that ass.
Okay, because she's from Washington Heights in my head, and I know that she got it in her.
Exactly. Yeah, she is Latina from
then you got the other cousin,
who is just
or the best friend,
who's just
as hood.
Yeah.
She will. I think she definitely got a little crazy in her back pocket too.
Yeah. Yep. But it's Lala has been seen out in public at the Tribeca Film Festival here, and her eyes were swollen, and like
she did not have her ring on.
She did not have a ring on. It's like, oh girl, she was crying all night.
I feel so bad for her.
Me too.
Like, I feel sincerely sad for her, and then on top of that, to have to go through that so publicly.
Yeah.
Like, that's you have no privacy. Going through a breakup is really hard. So, and it can be compared to feeling like you lost somebody in
somebody
death.
died, yeah.
Like, it can feel like that. And so, I know there have been times where I've been holed up in my room for 3 days, 4 days at a time. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to eat, not wanting to do nothing. And so, to have your marriage and somebody you have a child with, for it to be going through that and to be going through that so publicly.
And what that all means. Because I feel like a celebrity divorce or breakup there's a lot more than that, because there's like assets and then like the social groups that you're in, and they might look at you differently because you're no longer married, or you've decided, or why didn't you support him and stay now his game. Listen, this just like on Queen Sugar.
Yes. And they ran in such a tight like couples type of circle.
Like it's like a basketball wives thing.
Yep. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and Who else did she hang? She hung out with.
Although
she
I
with
feel
Snoop.
like, yeah. Although I feel like, yeah, and like I feel like this gains like when you're married, you gain access to things.
Yeah.
Even though Lala has her own money, sure, it's just she definitely has his money, but you definitely get more access to things like, oh, this is the wife of. Mm-hmm. But I do feel bad. I do. And I feel bad for their son. Kyan.
Yeah, I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, like because he's like, I remember him on the show that Lala had, and he is such a sweet little boy, and he's at an age now where he can be cognizant of what is happening around him.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's smart. Kids are smart enough. Noah's 3, and she can go on the internet and go on YouTube and navigate and find Beyonce by herself.
So imagine if you can read, and then you got your classmates who can read.
He's like 7, I think, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot.
You don't know what his parents are talking about in their households and what his schoolmates may say to him. Like,
yeah, because kids are evil.
Oh, kids are they crack on niggas the worst.
Told you, third world ugly.
Third world ugly.
That is the most heinous shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And I was on the floor. In that moment, I said, I cannot be a teacher anymore because I will be no good.
That was not my defining moment. When I knew I couldn't be a teacher anymore is when I told this little nigga he could meet me outside when school was over. But that's another story.
Oh my God.
That was another story for another day.
Another change and another lie.
But yeah, I feel really bad for the baby. I feel really bad for Lala for them to be going through this publicly. Niggas, can y'all just get it together? Please. Why? You're getting all of the box at home that you want. That hopefully, I hope that's what you're getting. Mm-hmm. But you have it there, ready to go, and I guarantee you, I can't deal with it.
Fantasia Barrino gave us a sermon on a song called "Free Yourself."
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself.
Because what you won't do is embarrass me.
And that's one thing that I told my husband and that we've spoken about.
Don't get me fucked up. Don't be having me out here.
Like, talk to me first. I would much rather you come to me and say, you know what? I'm not happy in this relationship. This is what I want to do, and at least give me the respect of choosing whether or not I want to stay in that situation or if I want to go.
Yes.
But don't disrespect me by creeping behind my back. Like, don't disrespect me by creeping behind my back. You know, people make mistakes. I get it. It happens. As human beings, we all have done it. We all have dealt with it. But grow from it and learn from it, and don't continue to make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Ugh. Mello, you're trash, and you still have a baby toddler.
And had
face.
the nerve to say it was reported that when he out with his niggas, he says, Lala's married, I'm not.
Swish. I'm just a nigga from the ghetto, but now I'm in the game and I'm ballin' like a Mello. Swish. I'm just a nigga from the ghetto, but now I'm in the game and I'm ballin' like a Mello.
First of all, that was on the front page of the Post when I saw that today.
What?
When I tell you, I got mad.
What? That is trash.
I got mad.
Mello is a Twitter nigga.
I was like, I know people are like, why you care about these celebrities? And I'm like, okay, I don't usually, but like sometimes that shit can resonate with you. Ooh. And I read that and I instantly, like, my hands got hot.
Yeah, they said mine just started getting a little clammy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this nigga did not.
He would say that? That's what it was reported?
Yes,
or he
he said that to his friends while he was out. You know, because, you know, niggas get together and cheat together.
Mm-hmm. Niggas go out and nigga together all the time.
I'm just like, Lala married.
Niggas lie.
I was like, stab him.
Deep.
Yeah. Listen,
Deep.
I was just like, oh no.
I will say I did see a funny meme, and it was like, it was Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul, and damn, I can't remember who the third one was. And it was like, okay, so this is what we're going to tell our wives. Wait, damn, I can't remember what the meme said now.
That's okay.
I can't remember what the meme said now, but it was something to the effect of like, that's what that nigga was doing.
Yeah.
That ain't our friend.
Yeah.
That's not our friend like that.
But it was. Hopefully they find peace and maybe they can,
Hopefully Lala and the baby finds peace. That nigga can lose his penis.
I don't know. Listen, we all listen to Lemonade, but also the nigga that Beyonce was talking about in Lemonade, Sean Carter, didn't have a baby.
No, he didn't.
That we know of.
No, he didn't. He ain't that dumb.
So Aaron Hernandez,
this is dark so far.
Yeah, it is. Committed suicide, or reportedly committed suicide. If you don't know who Aaron Hernandez is an ex-NFL player of the Patriots who was convicted of killing 3 people.
Yep.
One, he was charged with. 2, one, he was convicted of and is serving a life sentence. And he just was acquitted of the other 2, literally like 3 days, like early last week, or late last week, or maybe Monday. Like it was recently. And, he was found today, Wednesday, in his cell with the sheet tied around his neck and saying that he hung himself and that John 3:16 was written in marker on his forehead.
Aaron Hernandez lined up in the pistol formation. I'ma kill these 3 motherfuckers and only get a probation. Cruising, bumping, no Weezy, way out in his Lamborghini, watching reruns of The Sopranos. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. 6'1" with a little bit of big pun. 6'1" big.
Now, it was ruled as a suicide, and Twitter's topic this morning was why, like people are saying like, oh, here come the conspiracy theorists, because there are people who believe that, no, I don't think he committed suicide. Somebody might have killed him. And then people were saying like, why couldn't he just commit suicide? Like, well, why wouldn't he? So my thing is, in life, I question everything now. Mm-hmm. I question everything.
Well, you have to.
Just because, and you know what taught me about all this stuff was Trayvon Martin. Mm-hmm. Because and this is start of what being woke was about, right? Mm-hmm. Like in this hyper visibility arena. Because this is like, well, no, this was on tape, and you're telling me you're not going to convict George Zimmerman or anything like that. Right. Like, no, there's something wrong here. Yeah. So I question everything. I also listen to Serial. Which also taught me to question everything. Mm-hmm. Because what we see or hear may not be what it actually is. Right. So I personally don't believe that he committed suicide. Okay. He may have. Mm-hmm. But his lawyers and legal team have said he wasn't suicidal. He wasn't on suicide watch. Now, either he could have just had this moment of temporary insanity and did it, and could have realized like, oh, well, I'm not going to get off of this other charge. But he miraculously got off those 2, which he was pretty much guilty for. But
and my whole thing too is like, well, if you were convicted of 1 and acquitted of 2, what does it matter? You're still gonna be in jail.
Either way, like, well, I don't know, because stranger things have happened.
That is very true.
Because I
watch a lot of Snapped, and I watch a lot of I Almost Got Away with It.
Because I definitely had at work encountered a man who was, I work in housing. Mm-hmm. So I think I told you, he was in prison for 37 years for murdering 2 people. Oh. And he sat in my face asking me, I need a place to live. So you get what I mean? So you can get out. Mm-hmm. Like,
especially when you're in state. Yeah. Like, it's easier to get out of state than it is out of Fed.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like things can happen.
They'd rather let the niggas out who kill people than let the niggas out who like steal from companies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you do Fed time, you got to do every minute.
Every waking minute.
Second.
But I don't know. I just question everything. Maybe he did commit suicide. Maybe he didn't. But if you're telling me now that he was found with John 3:16 written in marker on his head.
That's a little weird. I'm one of those people.
See, you know what that screams to me?
What?
What about the Nisha call? You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. There are bits and pieces and moments out there that, and whatever. And that nigga got a thick ass neck. He's 6'3", and you telling me he got strangled and hung himself with a sheet?
Well, that don't mean nothing.
You get what I mean?
That don't mean nothing.
I know, but like,
niggas in jail are crafty. That's another thing that I know.
That's very true.
Niggas in jail are crafty boots.
I know, but again, there are just certain things that I have questions,
so
and I would like answers. And this is not to me saying that I'm defending him, because I'm not. Mm-hmm. However, if there was foul play by correctional officers, I would like to know that.
Right.
Because, yeah, he may have killed somebody, and maybe he may or may not have deserved to die as an eye for an eye thing. But what if they're doing this to other people in prison too?
You know they are. Orange is the New Black taught us that correctional officers are awful everywhere.
Yeah.
And then if you...
So did A&E.
Yes.
Yeah, A&E does that all the time.
Correctional officers are some of the biggest crooks in there.
They are.
They steal. They are in cahoots.
Did I tell you?
What?
So, this was scary, but I also laughed because it brought me back to an episode that we had when Nikki was on.
Okay.
So the Facebook killer.
Oh, God. More conspiracies.
Facebook killer, Stephen.
It doesn't matter.
Of Pennsylvania. Cleveland, yes. Lost his damn mind.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Lost it, like completely just lost his shit. Just lost it. Just goddamn fucking lost his shit because his ex-woman, lady friend,
yes,
a person who's no longer in his life,
yes,
would not be responsive to him.
Right.
So he decided to go on a rampage and kill people.
So I am one of those people that's like, don't send me killing videos. Like, please don't post. Like, I don't want to see that. I have no desire to watch that. But I did see a video of him talking on the phone. And he was talking to somebody and he was just like, I fucked up. And the person's like, what did you do? Like, what is going on? And he's like, I fucked up, man. I fucked up. He's like, I'm not coming into work tomorrow. And that's what I was like, wait. Okay, all right. And then he kept saying it, and then he was like, I killed 13 people, or killed 13 people. And it was like, you're acting like you just got in a car accident.
Yeah.
And like it was your fault.
Yeah. Right. Or like you cursed out like 13 people at the DMV.
But I'm a little confused because I know the old man who was shot, he shot on Facebook Live. But I have not heard any reports, like names or anything, families, comments, anything about the other victims.
Yeah. Maybe I haven't either. And maybe that's on purpose.
And the fact that I'm hearing so much about this man and his...
I've heard about the ex woman though. She's that's
supposedly a sketchy situation.
Yeah.
And then the old man has a a girlfriend who is like 18 years his junior or something like that with 2 kids. Yeah. So I keep hearing about that, and people are like, he's an alleged pedophile. And if he was not an alleged pedophile, I would never. But I'm like, if he was, then bye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? However, the act itself leads me to another discussion, which is not funny, which is about how these outlets, these lives that are on everything, like how this is giving people exposure to do evil things.
Niggas love. So in Brooklyn yesterday, this man killed himself because he robbed somebody. He just came out the prison and did a bid like last week or so. Robbed somebody again because, again, niggas don't learn. Because this is also my problem with recidivism. But anyway, the feds came to his crib in the projects, bamming on the door, coming for him. He on Facebook Live just shooting the shit and talking about, oh, they coming to get me. They coming to get me. I'm going to jump out the window. I'm going to jump out the window. And this nigga jumps out the window.
What?
From 11 stories up.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Because you thought you were going to make 11 stories.
Oh, so he wasn't trying to commit suicide.
Who knows? You jumping out the window, nigga, like, you know you 11 stories up.
But why are you on social media with that?
Niggas love Facebook.
Straight up out of that chat room and live from the message board. I'm at the crib all by myself, chatting online when I'm bored. Oh my lord, Black Planet got all the freaks. I hit your page and send a note, then hit me back when it's time to creep.
But most importantly about the Facebook killer story, how he got caught.
Oh.
Which brings me back, my whole point of why I brought this up was because he went to McDonald's and
with the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Ordered a meal. And the lady who was worked there was just like, bitch. So she said the fries are going to take a minute. So while the fries was taking a minute, wink, wink.
Ooh, my girl was smart. See?
The feds rolled up on him. And he was just like, fuck this. And he shot himself. So he committed suicide.
Yeah, I knew he
would. But I
that.
bring all this to say that niggas love McDonald's. Because you just went on a killing rampage. Like, you killed a score of people.
How do you have an appetite?
Just eat the people that you killed, because clearly you lost your damn mind.
Like, how do you have an appetite?
You couldn't like go on the lam and get a Motel 6 or something like regular people do that kill people in movies and just order delivery. But no, you had to go to McDonald's.
You can set up a whole Postmates account as another person.
Yeah, you went to McDonald's. Got you let me get a McPick 2. And had to wait. And he probably would have requested that his fries were hot. So this was probably his own fault. Now it's time for a break.
So at the live show, I mentioned that I was drinking a margarita with olives, and everybody said that was disgusting. That actually came from the 4.5 months that I lived in Oklahoma and discovered a perfect margarita. which is a margarita that you put in a shaker, and you add 2 ounces of tequila of your choice, an ounce of Cointreau or Grand Marnier, the juice of 1 lime, and you add a splash of olive juice. You can add also a dash of agave or simple syrup. You shake it up and you put it in a salt-rimmed martini glass, and then you strain it into the martini glass and garnish it with olives like a martini. And that's how you drink it. It's called a perfect margarita. It is delicious if you like a savory drink, if you're into olives, if that's your thing, just like I am, then you will thoroughly enjoy it. Perfect margarita, Oklahoma style. Listen to Jade and XD every week for more cocktails and drink tips.
And we're back. So it's also been reported that Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, calling it quits.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Now, they've been together a while.
A minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Lala and Carmela had, but I know they have.
Yeah. First Anne Heche and now, but I don't think Anne Heche was really allowed. But I don't even think Portia de Rossi. Ellen be pulling, yo.
She really does. But Ellen is enjoyable.
She is.
She's enjoyable.
I love Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Ellen wanted to get with me, I'd probably be like, all right.
Like when she did that Photoshop picture
on Beyonce pregnant.
No, when Usain Bolt's back, and people got mad.
Yeah. Oh, when
I was like,
Usain Bolt's back. Yeah.
Stop. Why are you all getting upset?
Yeah.
Like she's one white woman who I'm like, leave her alone.
Yeah.
I like Ellen.
Yeah, which is so fair because in the 90s I was like, okay, whatever. But now she's just funny.
She's funny. I think because she's had more exposure.
Yeah.
And so we've got to see her personality a little bit more. And
yeah.
I think she's funny. I think she's enjoyable.
All right.
Right. Like
the whole wedding was at our house, and it was just our family and a few friends, and of course our dogs. And our cats had a prior commitment, so they could not. They didn't show up. But and I want to say a shout out to Zach Posen.
But yeah, I hope they work it out because first of all, Portia de Rossi
she's pretty.
She is a pretty gal.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But I hope they work it out. You know, for love's sake.
Yeah.
So, Basketball Wives. Did you watch?
I did not. I have not watched in a long time. However, I did watch season 1. Miami.
Okay. So you're aware of Evelyn Lozada?
Yeah.
Okay. Evelyn Castle Hill Lozada. Evelyn the Brow Lozada.
I kind of like, if I remember correctly, like she was funny and she was about it. So
She is.
However, every time that commercial came on VH1 and they played that clip of Tammy Roman saying, "You had sex through 3 players' associations," every single time I'd be like, "Oh."
She did.
She did.
Now, you was saying that to Shawnee O'Neal's phony ass. Now, damn, I need Dustin because Dustin. All right, so check it right. So their beef. So Tammy and So Tammy, he on vacation. So Tammy and Evelyn got beef because one of the seasons, like Evelyn and Tammy met, and then they was kicking it cool for a minute, and then it came out that Evelyn had fucked Kenny, Tammy's ex, but Evelyn didn't know about Tammy.
Okay.
And that they were like broken up. So they thought. Come to find out in this episode, Evelyn was like, "When did you file for divorce, Tammy?" She was like 98, and I was fucking him. And she was like, "No, I filed in 99. So technically, you were still fucking a married man."
But she didn't know.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I get it, but Tammy, it doesn't matter because Tammy's petty.
Oh, okay.
But Tammy's still my favorite because she's funny.
She's so funny.
She is funny. Bonnet Chronicles is my favorite thing. Is my second favorite. My third favorite thing, because Miss Tina is my first favorite thing on Instagram. She's so funny.
Miss Tina and her jokes.
Yeah. And then my second favorite thing is Kukumba. Yeah. Medical Mondays.
Kukumba.
Yeah. Third is Just Living Baby with Amber. Yeah. And then fourth is Bonnet Chronicles.
Setting that mask off challenge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight not to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that show was funny. But anyway, Tammy, and the reason why I brought this up is because Tammy and Evelyn going back and forth. Evelyn goes, "Come on, my nigga," and I quote, and Tammy goes, "Well, I filed divorce in '99, and I'm not your nigga." So
I will say I have been tested a few times, and we're still filming, so God knows what can happen. But I think the true test is how I'm going to react and how I'm going to deal with certain situations. And
I was on the floor. Now I perked up because, I forget Evelyn from the Bronx. And, there's always the thing about how Spanish people use the word nigga all the time, and that's whatever.
We just kind of we just know it. Like, that's just,
it's
not just Puerto Rico. It's just not the Puerto Ricos. You know what I'm saying? It is.
I know. It's the Latinx community. Why can't I talk today? What the fuck is wrong with me?
It happens. Because so a lot of self-identifying Afro-Latinos these days, especially I notice, they will say they feel comfortable saying nigga because they acknowledge their
cultural roots.
They know where they came from.
Diasporic roots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They know where they came from. And so, they feel comfortable because they're like, I claim where I come from. Like, I know what it is. So I feel, and this is the culture that I live in. And I feel like New York has a different culture anyway, even though they probably say it.
Yeah.
Because didn't you say the Asians used to say it where you were from?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not saying one way or the other how I feel about it, but I know I'm telling you why they feel comfortable saying it.
The Basketball Wives is entertaining because, and this is why Shawnee a fake ass hoe, because when Tammy was saying that, like, oh, you fucked your way through 3 professional ball organizations, Shawnee laughed.
Oh, word.
And that's supposed to be, your favorite bitch, right? And
they tried to kill your favorite bitch.
Yeah. And
you gonna laugh?
If you gonna laugh, bitch, like, damn. I mean, it was funny how she said it, but still, like, if you my friend, and like, that's my friend, I'll be like, all right, now, you doing a lot.
Every time, because, Tristan and working crew together, and every time that commercial comes on, too, he'd be like, oh, I die a little on the inside every time I hear it.
Because it's like, fuck.
It stings, because it's true.
It is. Yeah.
She did. Who was the baseball player? I don't know.
That's who she's currently with.
Okay, so that's her nigga now. And then you got Chad, because I'm not calling that nigga Ocho Cinco.
No.
And then you have Antoine Walker, the worst basketball. I don't like Antoine Walker. He has a nasty attitude. There's a couple basketball players that I've met who are they just have the nastiest attitude. Sam Cassell was one, and I'm like, nigga, you can't be ugly on the inside and the outside.
Yeah, pick one.
I tried to ignore the fact that Kevin Garnett wasn't the friendliest person in the world, but he was also chasing behind some white booty. And then, there was also Clyde Drexler. I met him back in the day. He was not nice, but then I met him again and he was.
Might have had an off day.
But Antoine Walker, that asshole, is the asshole. I stand by that. If I saw him right now, if he was sitting right next to me, I'd go, you're an asshole.
Well, anyway, Basketball Wives.
But Paul Pierce was pleasant.
Because he has a patchy beard.
And Chauncey Billups, actually, he was ordering food out of a restaurant one time, and I went in to go pick up my to-go food, and they said, and I just asked the girl to go counter. I was like, wait, is that Chauncey Billups? And she goes, he's requested that nobody talk to him. Nobody is trying to talk to that fetus-looking nigga. I asked if that was him.
Right.
Because there's only so many hook heads in the world.
Yeah. Speaking of reality TV, so do you watch the Real Housewives reunion?
Yeah, I did.
So I didn't.
Okay.
But more importantly, someone from the cast is soliciting a sex tape.
Ooh.
Matt.
Gross. Ugh. Gross.
So Matt from Kenya Moore Whore. I like Kenya.
Do you?
I do. You know why? Because she is messy and she's a little abrasive. Well, a lot of abrasive.
I'm like, she's so strong.
But she doesn't lie.
She doesn't lie. I will give her that.
The only thing that she will lie about mainly is maybe the Walter thing was just like, all right, girl. But I don't think
lies about niggas.
But I feel like the Walter thing, that like she had to do that for like the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Andy kind of made her do that. But then like but Matt seems like genuine. Like that was her.
Wait,
thing.
Andy.
Colin.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
I thought you said Yandy. I was like,
No, absolutely not. But like Yandy does not lie. I mean, ooh.
Yandy lies.
Yandy lies. She should be on.
She lies strong.
Yeah, she's Phaedra. She is the Phaedra of Love and Hip Hop.
She sure is. She sure is.
She lies like a prayer cloth, girl. Just lies.
Ooh.
Just lies. Lies like a dog in the street.
Phaedra lies like a rock.
Lies like a prayer cloth, girl. Prostrate, just laid out. Lies.
Like an oriental carpet.
Yep. But Matt is trying to tell people to buy his sex tape.
That's disgusting.
So there's stills of it.
Not interested.
I wasn't going to show you because I know you weren't going to be interested. But I am.
I'm sure. You have a thing where you're able to ignore when niggas look stupid in the face if they look nice in the body. I admire that about a lot of you. Because there's a nigga.
That's not the reason why I'm going to watch. I just think it's entertaining. For him to like, that's like watching Kim and Ray J's thing. Everybody done watched it, and nobody wants to look at no damn Ray J.
No,
well, I did at the time, but like but now like I watch it because it's just like it was cultural. Like Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson, nobody was trying to watch them. Maybe the people were trying to watch Pamela, but nobody was trying to look at Tommy Lee. Ew, gross.
Yuck.
But people watched it because of culture. Same thing with Mimi and Nico. No one was trying to watch either of them.
Nor was I trying to see stills. I didn't want to see GIFs.
But I watched Nico and Mimi's tape.
Did you?
I did. It was on my Vidster.
Okay.
For free. It's not like I bought it, girl. I even saw Paris Hilton's.
Oh, that sounds like a boring time.
Excuse me. It was. So was Ray J and Kim.
Yeah, they were, and I only saw like maybe 12 seconds of that.
And that was very long.
No, I wasn't watching that.
But yeah, I did see Nico and Mimi's.
Ew. I mean, you gonna tell us about it or what?
Oh.
I'm never watching it.
I didn't know that was a thing. It was what it was.
Sounds gross.
It wasn't. He made it gross because he's not pleasant to look at in the face.
Ghastly.
She kind of just looks. Mimi
looks like a stop sign.
Mimi looks like Janet Jackme, honestly, or Heather James. What's her name? Heather. I want to say no. She looks like Janet Jackme. Is it Janet Jackme or am I confusing with Jenna Jameson? Is Jenna Jameson white or black?
I think that's a white one.
Then Janet Jackme.
Okay.
I think that's who I'm thinking of. She looks like a legendary porn star already.
Okay.
God, where's your husband? Your husband would know.
Yeah, he would.
But yeah, it was. She just, and then she had like French tips in the thing. So I was like, oh, you were fitting the part. That's how I'm like. That's how I know that you were right. So the greatest athlete of all time is pregnant.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was. Yes,
weren't expecting that.
No.
Yeah, the greatest athlete of all time, Serena, something ethnic Williams.
Serena Braids and Beads Williams.
Yeah.
Serena and I got a white nigga Williams.
Yeah. She is revealed on Snapchat that she is 20 weeks pregnant with her fiance, who is the co-founder of Reddit, which means his money is long. Just like hers.
Yep.
And she found somebody who will appreciate her version of twerking. And they're going to have a lovely, healthy baby who is going to be superhuman because she is superhuman.
Yes.
She's an X-Men.
Yeah, she is.
Because she won the Australian Open a couple weeks ago.
Pregnant.
Unbeknownst to us.
Pregnant.
So she was processing bitches.
She was
on
gestating.
the court. Yes. While in the family way.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Nigga, nah. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry.
And the only person who knew was her nigga.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I'm sure Venus and Co.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. But, everybody was just like, oh my God. Then put two and together. Bitch, she won this Australian Open. Right, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Embarrassing bitches.
In her second trimester.
Because she's 20 weeks now.
And the U.S. Open was,
it was a few weeks ago.
So yeah, she was in her second trimester.
Legend.
Yeah. That just, you know what? That might erase that twerking in that Beyonce video for me.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't do anything in my second trimester. But
me either, girl.
Try to go to Chipotle.
Yeah. I was with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats to her and the couple.
Congratulations to them for sure.
Yeah. So, Jade found something funny on the internet today. You want to share?
So I discovered the page of someone who is a Black Israelite.
Okay.
And they don't post anything personal. They just post a rack of memes of judgment upon everybody else who's not a Black Israelite.
Now, normally I would be here for that because I'm all for judgment.
But their judgment is crazy.
I know. I'm pro judgment, even though I'm open-minded, but sometimes I'm pro judgment.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, Israelite.
Now, we have seen the Black Israelites in the streets with their black garb and their fringe. And
sometimes it's purple for royalty.
Yeah, with gold trim.
Yeah.
And so we hear them scream. We just keep walking. It's
absolutely
fine. But I discovered these memes.
They are a peaceful bunch, though. I mean, they just shout hate speech about white people.
Yeah, but they don't do anything.
And gays. But yeah, they don't do anything.
Mm-mm. But they post memes about being a Black Israelite. And I screenshotted quite a number of them and shared them with XD.
They're quite a hoot.
So we thought we would share them with you all.
Right. Now, I must say that they're all the same to me. And by all the same, I mean Hotep niggas.
Yes.
5%ers.
Or Hotep niggas.
Black Israelites. Some Pan-Africanists.
Some Jamaicans.
Yeah. Yeah. Rastafari. Yeah. And also your cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Niggas who went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, most of these people have actually been to prison, though.
It's usually where it starts.
It is. Because it's like forensic doctrine.
Yeah.
Why? That's how you survive.
But they are. They're all the same people.
Yeah.
So some of the memes.
Yeah.
Oh, the memes.
Yeah. Share some. A couple. 2 or 3.
We're going to try to paint the picture for you.
Yeah.
So the meme is a man and a woman playing tug of war. And 1 Corinthians 11:9 is on the lady's leg. And it says, feminism says compete with him. The Most High says complete him. As they play tug of war.
Let me tell you something. The day I complete a man is the day I die.
I may be black. I may be ugly. Okay.
Complete a nigga. What the fuck? Suck my dick from the back. Absolutely not.
Feminism says compete with him.
That's not.
Then they say, you can't be an African American. Are you the descendants of 2 white men? Leo Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci, who was an Italian explorer, finance navigator, and cartographer in 1507. Martin Waldseemüller produced a world map on which he named the new continent America. So they're saying that we cannot be African American. Psalms 49:11, right? Which
means because we were all on Panacea, which was all one landmass. Like I don't
get over it.
That's the one thing that Black Israelites don't do, and that's science.
Oh no, they don't. Science is evil, I'm sure.
Which is so weird because it would explain so much.
What do Easter suits have to do with God? Nothing. And it's some niggas in some Easter suits.
Yeah, they are some zesty niggas though in Easter suits.
Then the next gif is little, what's his name? Omar Gooding.
Oh my God.
From Boys in the Hood. And he's pointing at the map. This is when he was in class. And it says, they say we come from Africa, but we already know according to Jeremiah 30:11, Deuteronomy 28:64, Ezekiel 12:15, 36:19, Zechariah 10:9, 1 Kings 14:15, Nehemiah 1:8, Psalm 44:11, 1 Esdras, that's not even a scripture, 8:69, Tobit, what is that? Judith, Esther, and Maccabees. Those are not books.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Which Bible?
The girl,
no,
yes, they are.
I have never seen Esdras, Tobit, Judith, Esther, and Maccabees
Esther's
books.
in the Bible, girl.
Esther's in the Bible. She is not a book.
Oh, wait. Who the fuck is this?
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
The Maccabee. Oh, yeah. These aren't in the Bible. Oh, no. They're not. These are what? Ooh, what are these?
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I feel like an owl.
Who said that?
Who said that? Yeah, those are not the Maccabees.
Listen, it stopped being real scriptures after Psalm. Then it was first Esdras.
What Tobit. Is that? Wait, hold on.
Tobit.
Who is Tob? That ain't. I never learned that in Vacation Bible School.
Judith, Esther, and Maccabees. It says we all clearly come from Israel in those scriptures that I've never seen. Then the next meme is Erica Mena screaming. So it's Erica Mena on a Black Israelite meme that says, if you celebrate Easter, you're a pagan.
That's enough.
It's so many more.
But yeah. The last one.
We have to read one more because there's so many more. One of them it includes Cardi B, but this last one is a savage black man. A white, it looks like Thor holding a knife to the black man's head. This is a cartoon drawing. And a gladiator.
Who also looks like one of the Thundercats.
Yes, standing over a pig.
Thundercats.
And the meme says, back then our people were killed for not eating pork. Now our people will kill just to eat some pork.
Like, nigga, who was killing for pork, nigga? Who was gang bacon?
Who was begging for breakfast?
Right? Like,
who's begging for bacon?
Banging for bacon. Like, fuck out of here.
I'm gonna kill you if I don't get this cheese toast and bacon.
Right. Nigga.
Like what? So we just thought that.
Yeah. I feel like one day we'll go into more in depth about like those people.
We just want you all to stay woke.
Yeah. But take a nap every now and again because
Please.
some of you are way
too woke.
Too woke.
Way too woke for your own
Ain't
good.
been to sleep in months.
Like Jesse Spano.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited woke.
Yeah.
And y'all really need to get off the caffeine pills and
Yeah.
go to sleep for a little while.
Night. Now it's time for Fucked Up Moment in History. So, this moment, Jay doesn't know what this is about to be, but I do. I would like to talk to you about one of the worst moments in television history. And that's when James died on Good Times. Because if you want to take it further, Good Times was one of the worst television shows ever to grace television. Airwaves. Ever.
It was full of torture and pain and strife.
And paisley.
So much paisley.
And rust-colored things.
I was like, about to say, there were so many hues of orange.
Yeah, so many rust-colored things.
I'm like, are my eye? What's up with my eyes?
Every pair of pants that Florida owned was rust-colored.
All polyester, rust-colored pants.
I feel like their couch was rust-colored too.
The hue of the TV was
It was
everything was rust-colored.
Yeah, it was. I happen to
So
like
was
rust-colored
Michael.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
I love rust.
Yeah, me too.
My parents used to have it like in their hallway. It was like a rust apricot.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's pleasant.
It was nice.
Yeah. But James died.
On purpose.
Yeah, he held the title up.
was trying to get out.
Yeah, he was just like the second
He's
place.
like, this is the second place. The projects are the second place. And they said
are.
the projects every episode.
Yeah, they did. Like, we didn't know. Just
Yeah.
how I remind you all I'm 30 every episode, they say that.
Every episode they had to mention
This is
that
the
they were-
project.
right? I'm like, what?
Like, we know
Like,
you're poor.
they should have just had a nigga who ran in the door and said, "This is the projects," and ran out,
Yeah.
or like a rat. Like,
That's very Boondocks and Aaron McGrew.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was meant to do that.
Yeah, it was. But so when James died, he just randomly died, actually, just poof, died.
Yep.
Got a call. Florida got a call and was told that he had went on to glory.
She lost a couple more inches of neck, which was almost impossible.
Yeah. And then the show got more insufferable after that.
It did. It did. Thelma married an African. Michael.
No, they didn't. Remember it? Or did they
Oh, she
eventually
was
get
about
there was
to- I
about
don't
to.
know.
There was about
He
to.
wanted another wife or something.
Yep. And she was like,
Yeah, it did. It was. Michael was singing Stevie Wonder songs.
Yeah. And that's when we eventually realized that Michael was going to be a homosexual later on in life.
Homosexual or bisexual?
Bisexual.
Okay.
Well, no, Mo.
Okay. Just full blown.
Yeah, full blown Mo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Walona. Ain't that when she got what's her name? When Janet came?
Yes. Penny.
Yeah, when Penny came.
Penny came, and
Penny
then
always made me hungry.
Kim Field's mother
Yeah,
was there, and she burned her with the iron.
she did.
And yeah, it was a tragic show.
Yeah, it was. It was. And
Bookman had diabetes.
Yeah, but I've seen every episode at least 3 times.
Every single one.
Yep.
Every single one.
My favorite was when James got mad when Florida wanted to go get her GED. He was so mad that she wanted to learn how to read. Because when I saw it later on in life, I was like, oh, well, I mean, because she wants to go to college. I mean, I can see, like, that's going to take some time and that's money. I get why he would be upset, but I was like, nigga, a GED.
It's like, support her.
Right. Like,
I'm with her.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
I'm with her. Like,
James was hateful and evil, though.
He was, because he too did not have a neck.
No, he did not. No. He was a lot of body.
Yeah, he was.
And a lot of head.
Yeah, he was.
But James was hateful and evil. Florida was irritating. JJ was irritating. Michael was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's it. Michael was trying to figure it out.
And Thelma was
just pretty.
Just pretty.
Yeah,
she was just pretty in there.
She's still pretty.
She is. She's aged nicely.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's crazy, though. Yeah. And Walona's like an old woman.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's always been old, though.
I know, but she's like, she was like, she was supposed to be like the sexy neighbor, kind of. She's supposed to be like the Aunt Rachel on Family Matters.
Or Toni Braxton.
Like, yeah, exactly. But she...
So you know how, like, you get, like, what's the story of, like, an R&B singer, right? Like, Whitney was just, like, America's, like, sweetheart, and that's like whatever. And Mariah was, like the white girl who sounds black. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these beautiful gowns. Toni needed to find her footing, so she needed to be the sexy one.
Yeah.
So, like, she's always wore, like, Fashion Nova before, like, Fashion Nova was a thing.
Did.
Like, she's always been in hoe wear.
She has. And then she amped it up a bit when she put the weave in her hair.
Mm-hmm. She did. And the voice got deeper. Yeah.
Don't let me in on this pain.
Yeah, the voice got deeper with her neckline. But anyway,
the voice got deeper with the bankruptcies.
The Grammys are upstairs,
and so are the bankruptcies.
That concludes our show today. We love you for listening. Again, check out jadenxd.com. Shop our store. Yeah. The quality is good because we have the same merchandise distributor as Queen
Beyonce.
Yeah, so if you got a tour and sweater from Formation, know that you're going to get the same quality from Jaden XD.
Hey now.
Yeah, look out for more tour dates and tell a friend to keep listening. Also, go listen to Getting Grown every Tuesday on loudspeakers. And is there anything else I need to... Oh, shit. I'm on the Do Tell podcast this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So make sure you listen to that.
Yeah, Do Tell podcast. I share my story of coming out, where I tell the story of how I came out to my mother and she got mad.
Okay.
It's a very funny story about how she was like, she asked the Lord to ask me if I was gay, and I was like, girl, you would have thought the Lord would have got you the answer. That's exactly how it went. August 26, 2004.
How you not know?
Right, like, girl, you ain't pray for that too? You got to be specific. That's what the prayer of Jabez says. You got to be specific in your call onto the Lord.
I want to know what the prayer of Maccabee says.
No short skirts. No poke on your forehead.
I know how we can end this.
What?
Here we are on earth together. It's you.
No, because you shamed me for trying to sing this song on stage, and you're like, don't ruin it.
That was live.
Whatever. This is live. We don't have auto-tune. Abe doesn't auto-tune our...
Abe, hit me with some auto-tune. Here we are. On earth together, it's you, Rihanna. I'm trying to do that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Today's episode was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada.
That's true.
Ain't that dumb?
This is also a good time to mention that the Sean Carter Foundation is having a young professionals event.
Oh,
yeah.
so nice.
It's you can check my Instagram at That American Whiskey. It's $25 donation, open bar.
Oh, nigga.
From 7 to 9 on April 28th.
Oh,
right.
Are you going to be there for your B-Day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good.
Anyway.
Support.
Yeah, support. But yeah.
So anyway, yes. Oh, yeah, no, he wasn't that dumb. Because I think that they have a prenup, and in the prenup, Beyonce says, if you cheat on me, I'm going to kill you legally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something a Creole woman would say and do.
Yes. Don't eat the spaghetti.
Next.
Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I remember my coworker asked me, are you getting a flu shot? And I was like, hell no. Do you know what they put that in there? They're trying to kill niggas. And she's like, oh, God, here you go. That's facts, though. So that's not really conspiracy. Like, that's not really a theory. Like, that's a fact. That's what they're doing. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's so obscure. Like, everything is so obscure. Everything is, and that's because CO officers are evil and white people are evil and they do evil things.
They do.
So you never know what's going on because they're not up front. So really, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It's not our fault that we have to question everything. It's their fault we have to question everything.
They're very correct. Very true.
That's really the bottom line.
You should have gave a TED Talk on that.
I might.
Yeah.
So, hey, TED Talk people.
That's not how it works, but yeah. Okay.
If any of you are listening who's on the board, you know what I'm saying, or like the director of talks, you can reach out to me. And I have no problem coming up on stage and explaining as to why black people have to question everything because white people do sneaky, underhanded things forever. Call me.
Because they always like to throw people.
Oh, do you know this nigga back in the day used to call me Pinky?
I hope you slap the shit out of him.
The dog shit out of him.
Good.
I was so offended. I was like, I know who that is.
Yeah.
And I am not pleased.
Have you seen what she looks like recently?
I sure have.
Yeah.
In the last couple years?
Yeah.
Oof. Rough.
She looks like 70 states.
She looks like 70 states.
Right. But anyway.
She ate like 70 states.
Yeah. Yeah. She ate her family.
Like 7.
She ate her family.
She ate all her co-stars.
Yeah, she did.
She swallowed them and then she swallowed them.
And she swallowed it.
And if he's a pedophile, then, well,
okay.
Then, okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
He's dead, mourn him. Yeah. But, oh, no, I can't. No, take that out. No. Hey, no.
Yes! Yes, keep it in! Yes!
I am not trying to make light of somebody dying. If he was... I'm going straight to hell. Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. No, that is funny.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.